Hello again. Oh, so I had a oopsie. I'll give this a minute here. Isn't it funny? People are already coming in. So I had an oopsie. Started the stream. I don't know about how long was this? 21 minutes long. I was talking to myself. I don't know if it'll be able to connect the two together or whatnot, but we went through some stuff actually. Um, Let me make sure. I made sure it was public, but I don't know if it'll actually show. La, 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 la. Let me see. Yeah, no, it's locked. All right, so you guys probably be able to see that one there, and it's still locked. So, my bad, guys. One view. Guess who the viewer was? Oh, so let's try to do a quick recap. Oh, man. We got one part in for the 395. This it feels like deja vu. It's a carburetor bolt. Okay. Um, Still missing 12, 14 bolts. And it actually is coming from the same company that I bought this through, which doesn't say. Um, the McCullough. Okay. Boy, that sucks. That really sucks. So, the McCullough, we ended with last stream. We got the recoil off. And like I showed in the last stream, that apparently was privated. That WD-40 in the cylinder, she pulls over beautiful. So we got that broke free. That's a huge win. Pulled the recoil off to find nothing but corrosion inside. Spring still in good shape. Right here. This guy actually had the rope stuck in it. You guys can see the corrosion in there. Okay, so now we're kind of up to speed with the kind of long, tedious process of taking things apart and whatnot that we had done on the stream 5 minutes ago. Okay, almost burnt down the shed. Man, that sucks. That sucks. I don't know how. Whatever. So the shed was at 97, 98 degrees. Now we're right at 80, 83. So we're starting to cool down a little bit. And I'm sorry, guys. This is going to get a little bit weird. For me, more or less than you guys. You guys coming in, it's going to be like, what the heck's going on? But we're taking a look at a brand new saw to me. Literally 45 minutes ago, I met a guy down at the store here at 2:30. He had contacted me this morning from the local fire department that I was a part of, and I knew that he had a 272. And he gave me a text this morning. Hey, you still interested in my 272? I said, yeah. I said, it's the holiday season, so I don't really have much for cash on me. And he said, is $100 too much? And I said, well, let me look at my wallet and see what I've got. I had $74, so I said, I got $74. He said, where do you want to meet? I told him, hey, I've got the stove in the shed going, so I can't go very far. That way I can monitor it. And we ended up meeting, and wham bam, I got a 272 for $74. So where we were at with it was giving it a quick look over here, and you guys will be just now seeing how I kind of unveiled it in the live stream that nobody was invited to, and I didn't realize till 6 minutes ago. So this is it in all of its glory. It's absolutely beautiful. I mean, it's got a tiny, guy's got his name on the inside of it. It's kind of cool. You see that with a lot of these old saws. I have a couple of them that have names in them, but it just barely has any bit of heat. Melting type of, yeah. I think, yeah, this is my 272 that I've had mount issues with. Ooh. You guys can see saws of this time had a wicked issue with clearance and clearance and mufflers. And I thought that one was in great shape. This one right here is pretty immaculate. It's a 97. This one I'll have to look up. This thing it says there is 86, but I don't think these saws started production until 92 or 93. Might have been a little bit later than that even. But the VIN tag on this one's completely different. Or is it? Am I just looking at it sideways here? No, it is. Okay. So, $74 Husqvarna 272. You guys can get a quick glance at it. Like I said, the guy contacted me right out of the blue. Guess it's the holiday season, so people are looking around at what they have and what they haven't used. So he told me that it hasn't run in 6 months. So no big deal. I figured I would take a look at the air filter. I thought I actually have a brand new one for the 272, but this one doesn't look like it's in bad shape. Might need a little blowout, but we're gonna run it. So actually, something kind of interesting. You guys notice there's a new shiny plug in here. Plug these well, it's up to you. Um, I've heard horror stories with these guys, decompressors. I've never used one. My old DRZ 400 that I actually started this channel with had a decompressor, and I never had luck with starting it using the decompressor. I don't really know the uh, function and how they work, and I've ever really had them work well. If I was gonna decompress, basically, I would get through the compression and then give it a wallop on the old DRZ. But so I took this guy off, and it was actually melted together in. I don't know if you guys will be able to see the little hairs there, but it was actually melted together, and then it's got plier marks on it. So at some point they had some issues with this guy. So I looked at the plug, I looked at the cylinder. From the plug hole, I didn't take off the muffler to do that. Yeah. So we're gonna put the air filter back on, and I'm gonna look at the fuel, see how that is, and if we got to go back in here, we can do that. But I wanted to give this a quick glance, kind of see how molested it was, if it was or not. Morning, Ronald. How you doing, Bubba? But just like I thought, the guy was really meticulous. He's pretty pretty big shot at the company he works for. So I knew it was going to be not used much, at least by him. One of them type of deals. I'm going to take the recoil off real quick and just give that a look. Slowly waking up here. Is it that early? Where are you at, Bubba? We got 3:30 here. Take this recoil off. Give that a quick check. We're going to check the fluids in her. See how the fuel smells. Like I said, if you guys would have been here the 9:30 in the morning, Sunday here, no kidding. How's the future, bud? Hey? Anything big you need to tell me? $9:30. So starting my streams around 3:30, 4 o'clock wouldn't be a bad thing for you then. That should work. Should work with things I got going on generally. Saturday's my my one day now with this new job that I can get my own stuff done and then have a little bit of free time in the afternoon. Recoil looks good. You guys can't see much of this. Apologize about that. But let me know, Ronald. Did you? And I'm not pressuring nobody by any means. A lot of my content I can't watch, so you guys being here, um, kind of the ones on your Fridays and Saturdays would be okay. Okay. Yeah, we'll see what we can do, man. Right now, I've got a coil wire that was pinched, so I'm almost willing to bet that he was not able to get this saw started. Because it was ground. And it's another common issue. I'll show you guys real quick. I just cut off the excess here. I know the camera's not the best. I am working on trying to get a GoPro as a webcam. So this wire here, blue wire, runs from your coil back. Was pinched. You guys freaking can't see because of the bar. There we go. You guys can kind of see right here. Was pinched underneath that the recoil screw. Looks like a brand new bar and chain on this thing too. The chain doesn't have much for cutting on it because pretty short osh. Well, maybe. Either way. So I'm just gonna pull that to the rear of the saw. Put some electrical tape on that too. Pull that to the rear a little bit. Now I'm just checking the dogs. Dogs look good. Thing spins over nice. I got more initials in here. All right. So what I was more or less going to be doing today, like I said, I got one part for the 395. The McCulloch spins freely now. I've got to rebuild that recoil, but I've got to look up and see what'll help me with corrosion, as far as something that'll actually get into something and kind of eat the corrosion bits out. And let me kind of wash it out, because I can wire wheel that, no problem. But when you get into like internal stuff, I don't know if you guys will be able to see inside here. Wire wheel isn't really going to be that deep. I mean, you got a good inch and a half groove there to get down in. So once that recoil rope actually gets down in there, if it hangs up again, it's going to be an issue. Yes, that's exactly what I was trying to get at, Ronald. Um, so with decompression, hard to start, made squad with one. He said, with the motor to the compression stroke, pull the lever, kick hard. That's basically the concept of them. Chainsaws, this 395 with the pop-up piston in it, it's going to have some mean compression. But I've had I don't know if you, I guess a lot of safety people would have a bit to say about drop starting, and that's kind of the way I've always done it. So say what you will, but I've never needed a decompressor. I have had them come right back, obviously, from the amount of compression that they do have. But yeah, that's if I run into that issue, that's getting a plug in it as well. I'm not going to run no decompressor on it. And it's not that I'm a manly man. It's just that in my own guess, and I don't know if it's logical or not, but having anything like this little stem, I don't know. I don't know if it's possible because the stem's pretty. I mean, I don't know. I don't know what the argument is with it. I guess the possibility of it breaking off, going through your cylinder, ruining, the bottom end, that type of thing, top end, bottom end. Arguments for it, arguments against it. I've never used one. I'm getting rid of it. Type of deal. You know what I mean? And then an individual who had this couldn't get it running. Granted, the blue wire was Stevie Billows making a video. Being pinched and grounded to the case. That's enough to give you some issues as well. So, like I said, I don't know if it was because the decompression was stuck open, or the fact that he actually had a screw that was grounded out, or a wire that was grounded out by a screw. Nonetheless, he didn't use the saw enough to justify having it no more. So he made me an offer, and I told him what I had in my pocket, and I got it for dirt cheap. And he was extremely happy. So, like I said, I think he's got a little special someone to get something for, or, you know what I mean. He's got that money spent basically, with just how giddy he was about getting rid of it that quick. So, all right, so we'll put her up here on the bench, and we'll give her a little sniff test here. Yeah, mounts on these saws are just, phew, she stank. But she smells like oil too, so she was run rich. So we do have bar oil in it. Give her a little bit of fuel, and we'll see what happens. Hopefully YouTube gets their live stream fixed. This computer says I have one viewer. This one over here says I have 4. So I know I've got one viewer because I got my cell phone going. That way I can have comments here, type of deal. Wherever the comments is, I've got them in front of me. Just like I thought. Stay right there. gonna say, just put that cover back on. I thought I was gonna have to take it back off. So I don't know if I should disconnect the. Oh, let me try that. Oh, yeah, that would help. Turn that off now. Now we start diagnosing. A second batch of me pulling it over. I had the kill switch on. Because I've seen people put them in backwards. All right. That's on. That's off now. My Windows saying 2, now saying 1. That's what I mean. If you're in here, I'm in here. That should be, yeah, it would be 2. And then this one's saying 2 more, but when I drop the to see the participants, it's not saying anybody. So I don't know. Like I said, it's weird to have one on one and then on the other it'd be different between the two. And now back to 2. Yeah. Hard to know if you got anybody. That was actually what screwed me up on the last live stream that I just did. Like, I don't know, however long this has been going on. I had one going for half hour before, and I didn't get any viewers on either one. And generally, it'll kind of spike, and then it'll go down, and it'll try to, people come in and out, that type of thing. But it didn't. So I checked real quick on my phone, and there was a little lock on it. I was like, I left it on private. That's my default when I upload a video. I make sure that it goes up private. That way, it can do all the what do you call it? Processing and go through the HD version. This, that, the other thing first. That way, when it comes to you guys, the first person watching it isn't watching it on 480. You actually get the full HD, whatever, the best that I can provide with content wise. Okay. Let me just give this guy a little pull over real quick. Make sure I got spark. There's spark. Smell any fuel. So we do have spark. Or interacting. Yeah. I mean, I don't. like I said, the channel's basically dead. The people that want to watch the content are there watching it, but it's anywhere from 20 to 40 people generally the first day, and then maybe within the first week you get 100. And I kind of went over that last live stream that I think I really stopped doing YouTube before they had the kids separate with YouTube, because before you just uploaded to everybody across all the platforms, blah blah blah. Now you have a plus 18, and if my normal content, I don't try to have any cursing and anything like that. I don't talk much politics. I don't need to. Most people know where I stand on that stuff. Um, Not saying that I'm not going to, but I don't generally. Firearms, I try to keep them concealed or out of the camera generally. So I don't know. I don't know. Ooh, okay. Get the mounts. Hey, 272 mounts, baby. Oh, they're there. So, where were we going? We were going to, okay, it's not starting. So, give her a little huffing. Yeah, mounts are wobbly, right? Like I said, well, look at what that does to your throttle. Can you guys see that? Little linkage right here. I mean, it's not enough to manipulate, but you want to talk about changing? Yeah, you won't get full throttle there. You get it there. You know, look at that rotate right there. That little arm is your throttle. Yeah. And these are, show you guys. We went back through these last time. I do believe. Oh, yeah? You ever just get that feeling that you have too many saw parts? Me either. All right. So these mounts here are the mounts for the 272. And what they do, this one I think I tried to fix it because the plate actually breaks off the top of these, and then you got a rubber on nothing. So you got a bolt going through it, and basically all it is. I mean, you pretend this guy right here, this bolt is that rubber. Well, the bolt is actually in the rubber, okay? So it separates, and then this is what you got, and that's what we got here. And with that new 27 or the old 272 that I have, and these mounts are from that 272. I had ordered some, and I ordered kind of in bulk because I've heard they were kind of shoddy, just not so good. So I threw them in the 272, and the first tree I got into out back, it broke. And I don't know if they were Husqvarna mounts. I think Husqvarna mounts are like $8. Husqvarna kills you on fastener stuff. I don't know why. It's almost like Harley Davidson. How everything vibrates on a Harley. Yeah, we won't kill you on accessories. They do, but we kill you on the fasteners. But either way. So I'm gonna give this guy a little snort, and we'll see if she takes off, if it's fuel related. because we do have spark. Okay, so it's fuel related. Fuel related. Oh, I don't want to do that. I should have checked that before when the tank was empty. I tell you, I didn't do it before because the tank was empty. Generally, when you have an empty tank, you don't run into issues. However, this one's being different. Okay. So if I turn you over, fuel's going to come out. All right, so we'll see if we got a pump issue. Fuel came out. See it on my hands. I'll give her another snot. See if she can pick up. I don't advise doing this very much. It's not very good for them. There you go. Sorry, headphone users. Cool. That wasn't too bad. So you give her a little bit of crack in a can. Like I said, there's no lubrication at all like that, so I don't advise that at all. But it diagnosed our issue. Yeah, and I'm not. I'll tune in the wood. I'll definitely. I want to make sure all that stuff gets out of it first. Um, I'm not going to tune it at the moment, but I will. I'll definitely go out and play with it a little bit. Later, it'll be nice when I have a go or um, my phone. That way, I could just go out and we could do things like we used to. But for some reason now, service is so poor with my phone. I think they want me to upgrade. Um, that I can't live stream out here, and that's what I used to live stream from. Now I have actually run 150-foot cable, cord, wire, whatever the heck you want to call the thing, from my house, internet out here. That way I can live stream on my computer. So we don't have the luxury of going out and doing anything in the wood with it. It's a video, possibly. That might be something a little bit different. I mean, getting out of the skidders. Getting out of the skidder stuff, I really want to do, but like I said, and I hope everybody understands this with the channel is I get done to work at 4, generally, sometimes it's 5. I go pick up my kids, and then my wife doesn't get home till 7, 8 o'clock. Sometimes it's even 8:30. So we have dinner, and that's the time. I got 2 young ones. One's 3, other one's 7, and I can't leave them in the house with daddy's out here doing this stuff, and I'm not having them out here breathing in what I'm playing with out here. You know what I mean? So hopefully y'all understand that. I got ground engaging um, Ethernet cable, but I still went through conduit, which I actually heard was a negative thing to do because supposedly the heat, or I don't know. I planned on burying it, but with me having a welder and everything out here, I planned on running 220 out to the shed. So I went with the 1.5 inch, whatever, 2 inch conduit, and I went from the wall to the front of the house. That way I could actually run the wires back up through at a later date if I did decide to do that. So I did I did everything up to spec with that, except for having variable cable in conduit. My brother-in-law kind of was like, like you could have issues with that. I don't really see that being an issue, but um, I don't know. I guess it could be an issue. Um, Even the gray wire I have out here, running the shed for power is variable. So I put variable Ethernet and power, which probably is a conflict there too. But either way, it's I'm more worried about the freaking 100 degrees I had in here earlier than the wiring. But no, the conduit sealed. It's just a pipe going through the ground, and it 90s up one end and 90s up the other, and I duct taped around because I plan on going up the wall with it and kind of plumbing it in. All right, Ronald, take her easy, buck. Oh, Ronald, I think he knows a thing or two. That's good. It's good to have people like that. A lot of this stuff is redneck engineering. Oh, you're staying here? I love that. That's what I was really. I'm hoping the channel gets because, and hopefully nobody takes what I'm doing to heart, or I hope I can inspire some people to do some of this stuff. But don't. There are channels out there like this one that'll get you into trouble with a lot of things. Awesome, Round. Awesome. That sounds good, buddy. I love to learn that stuff. Especially, I had a live stream last night with Sirius. We checked out 22. That's on the, I think it's LL Recon channel. So if you guys don't have my simulating side of YouTube, everything's going over to that channel as far as game wise, that type of deal. This one's real life. I'm changing this one over to real life. It fits a name a little bit better with what I'm doing. I've already been through that 100 times. Um, and it probably is shooting me in the foot for views, and I know the subscription numbers they're dropping, which is great. I mean, it doesn't hurt me in the least. If I could redo Riverside Down and start from the ground up, I'd be so much ahead because I don't have the buffer. I'm not in the loop with what I'm doing now for finding people that are interested in what I'm doing. The channel still pertaining to the gaming, but either way, that's kind of where we're at with it. And the content is the content. I'm doing what I can from the seat of a skidder. I do have the drone now, and I am going to be utilizing that hopefully a lot more. So hopefully I can get some nice shots for you guys, kind of mix up the content a little bit. But I definitely want to I want to keep those that want to know in the loop of what's going on, you know. Okay, so we can throw that back on. I can tune this from outside. Saw. That's exciting. I'm taking up that filter. But yeah, you guys out there that have information, in no way am I against constructive criticism or feedback. If there's anything that's lacking on the channel at the moment, it's that. That's what's the hardest thing with making content right now. You don't have any comments. You don't have, so you don't know where to go with stuff. Sweet. That's a happy song. It's gonna be a happy song when she's got her belly full in a log out there. Oh, I'm actually trying to figure out what I'm gonna get rid of. I need to start moving some stuff. I'm thinking the 262s. I want to finish up. I got a lot of interest. A bird in here or something? I've got a lot of interest lately, as of late, in the 272 video. I don't remember how many of them I did though. So I know I've got 3, 4, 5, 6, 272. I think one of them, a couple of them might not be done either. I think I've done at least 3 or 4 of them now. Converted them over from 257 to 262s, and then there was the 261 that I converted over to the 262. And one of them, I think I have an air leak with. I'll have to look. Because I get a lot of questions about finishing that saw, and I don't remember what happened, if I lost the content from it or what exactly happened. But either way, that saw is done or has been done, and people are looking for the next episode of them. I don't know what I can do with it. So I've got to look into that. I got to watch that video over, kind of see where I left off, and see if maybe one of the because I do have one with a vacuum leak on it. And that's the other thing. Looking at these saws, I know the one that I bring out in the woods with me runs great. But I got 4 of them staring me in the face here. I got 3 McCulloughs there, steel. I've got a lot of saws. And then they just keep coming. I love it though. But I wanna stick with the 200 series. I think I want to stick with the 200 series, the 272s, 266s. I want to get a 268. That might be one of my next ones. And then we'll see what happens with this 395. I have 365 that's on the mill. I've got 372. I've got another 372. One of them might be moving. Yeah, yeah, something like that. So I might start moving them out. I don't want things going backwards. You get them running great, and then you park them. You know what I mean? It's like having the freaking what I have. I had John Deere 140. I converted to diesel. I had two 318s, three 318s. So that's four, 316, 425, and then this 400 that we still need to get cooking on. I sold two 318s. I've got one out there right now that's mid. It's actually what these panels there and there are for. Um, that one needs an engine, and I have an engine for it, but the engine burns more oil than it does fuel. I got my two top handles. One's an Echo. The other one's a home light. I've got two customer saws back there. I've got a customer saw here. I've got a generator outside for somebody. I got things coming out places just ridiculous. But either way, I want to have a sit down and bull crap with y'all. I want to. I don't know how to get more people in here though. It's such a hard deal because I want feedback on content and how in the position that I'm in can I make content better for y'all. Editing is I know I could definitely do a lot better with editing. I'm not good at editing. I don't give myself enough time to edit a lot of stuff. So I'm going to work on that. Um, as far as content goes, can I split this thing? It's a bit funky. I don't know if I can do it with a hatchet. No, I don't think I'm going to be able to do it. She's funky. Gonna let that dry and burn down a little bit first. Um, yeah. So, yeah, where was I? Oh, content. Um, the longer I'm there, logging wise, um, the more I'm going to learn as far as when I can put a camera to a tree. Um, problem is, it's a production thing, and it's not so much that we are uh, always needing to be go 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 go. Ben's only so fast in the loader. Um, John's only so fast in the loader. With two skidders, we can overwhelm that loader quick. It's in my own mind when I'm going. I'm going. You know what I mean? It don't matter if I uh, bring a pile of wood up, I'll find things to do, and that's the way I always want to have it. You know what I mean? But while I'm in the woods, if it takes me an extra minute to hang a camera to get a couple nice shots, I don't I don't feel like that's going to be any issue. I don't think that they're going to have any problem with that. It's like I said, it's a problem with me and actually doing that. That's kind of like the other day. I got some pretty good little short flying with a drone. Uh, while the loader was down, Ben was doing. I don't know if he was just greasing or whatever. But we had a skidder up at the landing, kind of cleaning up. I was grabbing a hitch in the back, so I threw up the drone, took a quick little. And it's kind of cool. I wish it was a lot longer, and that's kind of where I'm at. If I leave the drone in one spot at a different angle and kind of get the ins and outs and just leave it there as we're going, I just got to remember the battery life. You know what I mean? You get about in this weather probably 20 minutes. Um, so it's not even enough time for me to go from the landing back, get a hitch, and come back with the length of poles that we're on. So it's kind of what I'm fighting at the moment. And it's not like I'm sitting at an office desk. Um, there are things to record, and there's different little techniques, but I just haven't got it yet. So hopefully I can get some constructive criticism because I'm not looking for anybody to be powdering my butt. I if I have a hard time watching the content, I don't know how people are actually enjoying it, and the likes and the views kind of show that. But like I said, I don't know if I'm battling old scars, having uh, a different base to the channel. You know what I mean? So I'm working through that. I'm going to continue to do it no matter what. It doesn't matter. I want to make better stuff for you guys. That's the long end of the short of it. I watch a lot of people. Logger Wade. Wade's in a different predicament than I am with it. I mean, his family owns the uh, the business he's with, and a lot of guys that I watch are in that same category. Cotton Top, it was his family deal, and now he's down to I don't even know if he's working a couple days a week for him anymore. He's doing his own thing, which eventually is what I'd like to do. I mean, I love logging, and it would always be kind of within that realm. I'm pretty sure. Um, but I'm taking a lot of what the other guys are doing, and I'm trying to bring it into my videos in a sort of fashion. Um, as you guys know, I talked about Thomas Johnson there. I watched Thomas Johnson. He's in a whole different realm because he's running, a crew type of deal. So he's overlooking. He's not in a piece of equipment every single day. So he gets that kind of camera guy type of shots where the people in it are looking to produce. So kind of where I'm at, and hopefully the updates during the week and different chores. Putting a camera out when I'm working on something is another thing that is I'm looking to get the job done and get back in the woods. You know what I mean? So, like I said, I'll learn the times I can and the times that I can't type of deal. So either way, hopefully next week we can get some more people in here. Ronald, thank you very much for hanging around the old cringy live streams. Pretty cool. We got a another saw for the collection. Editing is a acquired art. Some people are gifted with it, man. I don't. I can sit down and do a simulator, but you asked me to sit down and freaking try to go over something that you made. It's the amount of content that I throw away. Yeah, yesterday's video. I don't know if anybody out there is going to be watching this. If you guys checked out yesterday's video, yesterday was one of them videos that I actually sat down and watched the whole thing. And I ain't tooting my own horn over it by any means. And I think now that I think about it, when I first uploaded the video, it was 30 minutes long. I think it was only 14 minutes, and then it was black screen for the other 16. So I went into YouTube's editing deal, and I edited the video. Well, I ended up editing the wrong part of the video. I edited all the parts of the video, and the black screen was what was left. So after I got back home, I was like, man, the views dropped right off. I said, it got up there, for the first little bit. And then the likes, I remember the likes being higher when I left, and then I came back and there was one like on it. I was like, what the heck's going on? So I clicked on it. It was black screen, the whole thing. So I went back into the editor, and there's, I'd love to be able to explain it to y'all. If your video is this long, there's little brackets that you can put above your video. And I don't know what the heck they do, but sometimes when you double click it, when you're editing, the brackets will come up, and that'll be the duration of the video. Well, then when you start editing, the brackets don't change. The video might be in here, but the brackets are still out here. Well, what happened was I edited it. The video portion was this much, but the old, from all the content that was in it and how much I edited out, was still there. And that's what ended up happening. So I had to go back in, change where the brackets were, and then re-upload it. And so, yeah, it was that type of day. And that video still doesn't have the views that the first one did. And I'm like, how in the heck did I mess that up so bad? CNN, what's up, Mama? How you been? Think I might start calling you the Sawman. Well, I've got enough of them. Like I said, redneck ingenuity. I look at specs, I look at all this stuff, but you ask me, there's a couple videos that people were correcting some of the terms I was using. Don't take anything that I say to heart, and don't think for a minute that I'm gonna. I don't know. I'm a backyard mechanic type of guy. When I was working John Deere, that was a thing of the past. I did things to spec. I did a lot more learning about a lot more things that I rebuilt their transmissions. I did a lot of that stuff, and I think I burnt myself out on it because I things went together so much easier, but there's so much more learning to just tear something apart. And yeah, I don't know. Like I said, don't take anything that I do as as gospel. We'll say that. Generally, I don't have much of an issue getting things going. But are they done right? Depends who's right. You know what I mean? You won't find me with a torque wrench. I don't. Well, I can't say that. Gun parts, gun stuff, I do. Um, as right as there is on the internet. You know what I mean? From BCM specs and this, that, yeah, that stuff I don't mess around with. Um, Internally, engine wise, I learned my lesson. That's one of the reasons why I don't work for Deere no more. I uh, I screwed up. We'll just say that. And that's a conversation we can actually have on a live stream if people want to know what exactly happened with Deere. I can definitely, I don't have a problem going over that because that was lack of knowledge more or less. But I can explain that, like I said, with the quitting DOT, quitting the state video. I've had some pretty nasty firings, and that was one of them. That was one of them. That hurt. That hurt because I knew I was better than him. Um, yeah, exactly. Yeah, Ronald, exactly. Um, you know, you learn. You either learn from them or you don't. So um, yeah, I'll get back. I'll get into this. I don't know if y'all were here. Trying to show you guys before we left last week. We took the old McCullough that I actually still don't know the series of. I haven't cleaned it up yet to know if it's actually on here or not. But we got this old McCullough chainsaw, and she was seized up tighter than a popcorn fart. Um, so I did the old WD-40. Hello. So I did the old WD-40 trick to it. Boom. Gonna work? Yep. And now she's turning over nicely. So the recoil spring was bound. Show you guys this again. As you can see the corrosion. So I need to. I don't know. Like I know Coca-Cola does things to battery acid. Looks like an old. It actually is an old unit. I think that is one of them saws you'd probably be able to throw at a tree and it'll just fall over. I'm pretty sure that's my heaviest saw. Um, so this is not knowing what the saw is to even. I doubt there's going to be parts out there for it. So I'm trying to be nice and easy on it. But this was the reason that the recoil was stuck. But the fact of the matter was, piston was stuck on there. I took a in the first live stream. I had taken this guy with a ball peen and just gave it a bit of a smack, a little bit harder than that, and luckily it didn't hurt none of the fins because that was kind of a shot in the dark type of deal. But it it moved, so I sprayed a little bit more in there and kind of worked it around a little bit, and she's she's moving. So what we've got here is a corrosion issue, and like I said, yeah, I don't know if there's like what I call that, muric acid, or what the heck eats corrosion. I know carbon choke cleaner seems like it stops being so gummy. But you guys can hear it. So I don't know what I'm going to be able to find. I got to look on the webs there and see, because I'd love to hear this thing run. She's going to be a loud one because that muffler's about done with. I don't know what does this. I mean, I know the ethanol does pretty bad stuff on the inside of the old carburetors. But like, this isn't like etching. This is, I mean, it's pitted. I understand older castings, but if I have a spare sonic cleaner, I don't know if it would do it. I mean, like, this is what would you would that clean up porous material like that? I don't know. Exactly. That's exactly what. I mean, you can't even scrape it off with a razor blade, But this stuff I'm really not worried about. To be honest with you, it's more the recoil. The inside where the spring is, I can get that clean. This is the issue. You guys look inside them rails. Them rails are horrible. Kevin, you freaking. What do you mean? But I sweep that floor and the concrete's probably going to go with it. All that trash on the floor is probably keeping my concrete going. Oh, little buddy Kevin. I don't know. She's brittle. But I mean, there's literally, like, right. See if I can't. Right here. I don't know if you guys will even be able to see that. That's a chunk, and it's not like I don't know. I mean, it's different. It's different. Got some steel wool. Just I hate being too abrasive with this stuff, because say I do break this, can I get another one? And then it's a saw junk, one of them deals. And that's the other thing too. I mean, I guess what we can do for a little bit is try to get the freaking thing cleaned up a little bit. Try to find some markings on it, because, like I said, maybe I had a guy up the road who's got a couple Macs look at it, and he really couldn't even tell me what it was. He had some ideas, but he one of them saws that It's hard to identify, I guess. It looks like she sat in the shop for a while before she got put in the scrap metal bin. It really is not in that bad a shape. Sorry, I'm not using the brake clean on it either. Like I said, that stuff eats saws right apart. At least the paint or carbon choke. That's why I'm using brake clean. I want to find at least a mark or something on this thing. It's actually cleaning up pretty decent though. I mean, tell you what, the size of the arms on the fella that was using this full time. Wouldn't want to be walking up to him in a bar. Almost willing to put money on this thing's all of 25 pounds. Maybe more. Kevin just comes in here, sweep my floor. Son of a gun, you wait till I get in that Discord. And she's a windy freaking day today. Now we got the old compressed air side. Non-flammable, apparently. What that means, I got the garbage stuff. Oh. Give you guys a good look at her on this side here in a minute. Ooh. Son of a gun. Not Not a 372, boys. That's a rough cleaning, but oh, I'll show you guys what she looks like. Oh, just filled my Crocs. Yes, I'm wearing Crocs out here. Uh, Filling my Crocs will break clean. But oh, either be a nice hanger or we're gonna get this thing going at some point. Like I said, I gotta figure out what the heck it is though first. I just don't see nothing. HL63E. I'd almost probably be stupid, but that's a choke. That's the choke. If I could get that recoil going, give that thing a shot. See if she fired. Huh. Huh, huh, huh. Now she's looking better. She's looking better. We'll that filter's had better days. Huh. I'll see what I can do this week, guys. See what I can do this week about this recoil. Of course, when I mean this week, that means next Saturday. Um, where was I? Hello. Yeah. Even got that pitting in here. I don't know. I think I'm gonna go scour the web. Try to put a name to this thing. It's a big saw. I mean, it's uh, it's a big saw. Yeah. All right. I'm gonna wrap it up there. I'm gonna go in and I'm gonna do a little bit of research. And I wanna know if I can find 80s. I might even say before that, but I don't know if this is a gear drive off of this thing or on the front of this thing. I don't know anything about it. Um, my favorite ProMac 1010. You know, it's a lot newer looking. This is old. There's another one. It's got its person put their name in it. Rascal put their name on the saw. I don't know. Yeah, if you do end up looking, oh, taking a look out there, it's got a this is the flap where the spark plug goes right in there. Get you a better look at the thing. Big ol' somebody cut a hole out of the muffler on it, so she's definitely exhaling a little bit harder. The front of it, the top of it looks like it's like that number. And it's got a that's your choke, that's your oiler. It could be. It could very well be early 80s. I mean, I'm guessing earlier, but I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. But I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go out. Got a text from my wife. Dinner's gonna be ready, so I'm gonna go and do a little bit of research on this because I want to know if I can get a recoil for it. I'm gonna do my best to try to clean this up, but I just don't know. I mean, that's it's chewed up. It's chewed up pretty bad in there. I don't know how to. If I was to take a picture of it, I mean, you can kind of see the bumps. I don't know how that's not gonna fray or break my rope premature, and I imagine this thing's gonna be a mule on a recoil, but I don't know nothing about it. Like I said, this is a junkyard find. Um, sorry for the DM spam. What do you mean? On Discord? Do you do you have a different name on there? Oh, it's a wall of text. Don't worry about that, brother. Don't worry about that. That's all. It's all good information. All right. I'm gonna wrap it up here. This went pretty long, but I'm glad we finally got some people in here to chat with. But hopefully next week. I know you under a different name. Okay. Okay. Well, I'll see your messages and I'll know who you are. Yeah. Next Saturday I'll try to be around. What is it now? 4:30. It'll be like now, about the same time, around your 9:30 ish. So you should be probably what 10:30 now. All right, I'm gonna wrap it up there, guys. Go get something in my belly, and then I'll see what the heck is going on with the computer. But thank you guys so much for coming in. We'll see you. Need a tumbler? I have a tumbler. Would that work? I wonder. Oh, there's an idea. Ha. All right. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Yeah. That gives me a different idea. Okay, guys. I will. I'll see you guys next week. Hopefully, you guys enjoy the upcoming videos. I don't know what the heck they're going to be yet, but yeah. can actually make one. That's true too. See you guys. Thanks for hopping in.